Hey guys, welcome back again to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make unripe plantain chips. This can last you for 4 to 5 days without blinking down the crispiness. So in this video I'm going to show you step by step on how to make plantain chips if you're planning to start a small scale business with plantain chips, if you want to do a small scale business with plantain chips. So this video is for you because I will give you step-by-step tips on how you can make this very crispy and to last you for 4 to 5 days. Alright, so keep watching and please do not forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to also share the video. Alright guys, so to begin with, first you want to grab some plantain, and like I said, we are making unripe plantain chips. So here I have some unripe plantain. All I did was to transfer them into the sink, and I added some baking soda to it to make sure this is well cleaned from the outside before we start peeling. So once you add the baking soda, just go ahead and wash that with your hand and water. And once that is done, you want to grab your knife and peel the plantain. So this is going to be a little bit hard, because this is not ripe. So the skin is going to kind of, it was a little bit difficult to peel. Maybe it's the plantain or because it's an unripe plantain. All right, so after peeling, this is what we have. So next I'm going to add some salt to this. I will add salt, enough salt, like 3 teaspoons of salt, and then go ahead and fill this with some cold water and just go ahead and rinse the plantain again. And you want to grab your knife and scrape out if there's anything left, like any skin, any black skin left. So just scrape that out, and once you are done, rinse thoroughly and now clean your sink, and we are going to move to the next step. Alright, so once we are done with this, we are going to go ahead and preheat some oil. So you just need a pan, place it on the heat and add some oil to it and allow that to hot. So the next thing, you are going to prep down everything you need. So here we have a strainer lined with a paper towel. This is going to help absorb the oil from the plantain chips. So here I have my cutter, and I'm going to be using this side for the plantain to slice the plantain. And if you do not have the cutter, you can use your knife. That's the reason I'm showing you this part. So you can slice your plantain with a knife. So just go ahead and slice the plantain thinly like this with your knife. So if you have a cutter and you know how to use the cutter, go ahead and use that as well. So whichever way you choose is going to come out very, very perfect. All right, so the next thing, you want to add some water into a bowl, then go ahead and add in some salt. And this is going to serve for us later. And here you're going to grab some scooper, something you're going to scoop out just make sure everything is prepped down. So just make sure you have all these things ready. And the next thing, once the oil is hot, go ahead and start slicing in your plantain. So you can slice this with a cutter before adding it to your oil, or you can just do as you're seeing on your screen. All you need to do is to just place the open side of the cutter into your oil like this, and then start to slice from the side I showed earlier. So all you need to do is to just put your plantain there and squeeze it in, and everything will just fall into the oil. And once you are done slicing in the plantain, add like 1 or 2 tablespoons from the salty water into the oil. And do not add salt directly into your plantain chips. Just add the water. All you need to do is scoop the water which is the salty water. Do not scoop the water with the salt. Make sure you scoop only the water, then add like 1 or 2 tablespoons into the oil which you are frying your plantain chips. And now you want to continue to stir this constantly. You can rest your hand and rest for a few seconds, then come back and stir. You want to make sure this is nicely fried, and once it's looking like this, you are going to know when it's ready. So just take a look at this. Not too brown. Make sure they are not too brown before you take them out of the oil, because plantain have this habit. Once you take them out of the oil, they are still going to continue cooking. So if you allow it to over brown inside the oil, it means once you take them out, they are going to be overly brown, and that's not what you want. You want these things to come out yellowish, having that yellowish color or golden brown color. So make sure once they are ready, nice and dry, take them out of the oil, then transfer into the paper towel that we place inside the strainer, and allow them to just sit in that paper towel for like 40 to 50 seconds, and go ahead and add the next batch into the oil. And after 40 to 50 seconds, go ahead and transfer the ones inside your strainer to a flat surface. So transfer to a tray and allow them to air dry. You need the air to go into your plantain chips before you can, couple this in an airtight container. So you want to let that air dry completely, and once that is done, don't transfer to an airtight container right away. So you can transfer that out of that tray. If you know you are going to add the next batch, don't add the hot one to the cold one. So once that is nicely cool, go ahead and transfer to a tray, maybe something else, just transfer to something else before you transfer the other batch into the flat surface or into the tray. And this is how you're going to repeat all of these until you're done. So I have fried all the plantain, and this last batch is the one we sliced with a knife. So I'm just going to show it to you so you can also see that there is no difference whether you slice with a knife or a cutter. So for the cutter, you're just going to use, you have that TV mouth cutter like mine, like the one I showed before. So you're just going to use one. So I'm very, very sorry because I didn't know, I wasn't filming very, fully for you to see the parts, just use one side to grate the plantain into your oil. That's it. So this is the one we slice with a knife. So they are all the same, just perfect. So this is it, guys. Very easy. And finally we are done. So I'm just going to let you listen to how crunchy my plantain chips sound. So the one in the tray is the last batch we fried, and it's the one we sliced with the knife. So whether you slice with a knife or the cutter, you're definitely going to end up with the same texture. So now listen to the chewing sound, very crunchy. Can you hear that, guys? It's so crunchy, so crunchy. Please don't be bothered by the noise from the background, because I was in the kitchen, the kids were playing, some were crying, my sister was there. Oh my god, I can't just tell everybody to shut up at the same time. It's so hard to control them, guys. It's so hard. Alright, guys, so this is it. It's ready. So you're just going to allow this to cool for like 40 to 50 minutes, and then go ahead and package it. So if you're going to be selling this once it's nicely cool after the 50 minutes, go ahead and package it. Just package and sell this. So for me, I'm not going to be selling mine, so we're just going to enjoy this at home. So I will place this in an airtight container. Then after 4 days, I'm going to show you the result after 4 days. So this is 4 days later. So I had to control the kids not to finish this, so I can show you after 4 days. So listen to the sound again. Okay, so this is just 4 days later, and I tell you, just a slight different because it cannot be the same as the first day. So once you press, when you press with your finger, is very dry, still very dry, but when you chew you will feel the difference. That's just it. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you did, please don't forget to leave me a comment, subscribe and share. Also like the video. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video.